Good morning, grade 9. So, this is gonna be the week 10. Or kapag sa quarter 2 naman, ito ang week 1 natin. So, for this week, we'll be having a video discussion instead of having an online class kasi may tendency since mahaba yung lesson natin or medyo complex, may tendency na kakaunti lang yung ma-process yung information. Now, if you do have questions after watching this video discussion, you can message me. Feel free to message me. Alright? Let's go ahead and start. So, for this week, we'll be talking about using verbals. But before that, let us first define verbal. When we say verbal, it is a noun or an adjective derived from a verb. So, noun siya, pwede siyang noun at pwede rin siyang adjective na na-derive galing sa isang verb or an action word. So, meron tayong different types of verbals. Meron tayong infinitive, participle, and gerund. Let us first discuss infinitive. When we say infinitive, this is a dictionary form of the verb. An example, the form used as an entry in the dictionary. Usually, ang nasa unahan nito ay yung word na to. Pero usually lang po, but not always. So, the infinitive has several functions. The first one is the infinitive may act as a noun. So, pwede siyang as a noun. For example, in this sentence, to act like that is childish. So, yung to act ay noun siya. At ang role niya dito is as a subject dito sa sentence na to. So, second one is the direct object. When we say direct object, this is the example. I want to know the answer. Ano ba yung gusto niya? To know. So, ito yung direct object dito sa sentence. Yung infinitive ay nagsilbi siyang direct object. So, next one, complement. My plan is to travel before I settle down. So, dito, yung infinitive na to travel, nag-serve siya as a complementary noun dito sa sentence na my plan, kung ano yung plan niya, bago siya mag-settle down, is to travel before I settle down. So, this is the infinitive in this sentence, and this is called as a complementary noun or nagsiserve siya dito bilang isang complement. Next one, we do have the infinitive may act as an adjective. So, pwedeng an adjective. When we say adjective, part of speech, ito yung naglalarawan dun sa subject. So, ang example natin is, that is not the way to speak to your elders. Ang infinitive dito ay to speak at anong minomodify niya or anong dinidescribe niya, yung way. So, ito yung minomodify ng infinitive natin na to speak. Next example is the clothes to iron are on my bed. So, ang infinitive dito ay to iron at ang minomodify niya ay yung clothes. So, again, ang function dito ng infinitive is an adjective siya dito sa examples natin. Next. So, the third and the last function of an infinitive is this may act as an adverb sa sentence. Generally of purpose, kung ano ba yung purpose ng subject dun sa isang sentence. For example, this one, you came here to study. The infinitive is to study. So, that is the purpose of the subject, which is you. And then, sa book nyo, sa page 3, another example is, mother went to the store to buy fruit. Ang infinitive doon ay yung to buy kasi that is the purpose ng subject, which is mother. So again, those are the functions of an infinitive. The first one is this may act as a noun, as an adjective, and as an adverb. So dun sa mission 1, what you're going to do is you're going to write the infinitive dun sa bawat sentence. I-write nyo yan sa paper ninyo and tell how it is used in a sentence. Kung as a noun, i-write nyo yung function. Ano ba siya? As a subject, as a direct object, or as a complement. Kapag naman adjective or adverb, i-write nyo kung ano yung minomodify nila. Pwede kayo mag-base dun sa mga examples. So, ganun ang gagawin nyo sa mission 1. Again po, sa intermediate pad, isusulat ang sagot. Next one, mission 2. So, as an adverb, an infinitive answers the question why, bakit. So, what you're going to do is that you're going to answer questions dun sa mission 2 on pages 4 and 4 to 5 with statements using infinitive. So, sasagutan niyo yung mga tanong na gumagamit kayo ng infinitives. So, may example doon. Pwede nyong pag-basean yun. Then, 1 to 5 lang naman yun. Again, susulat nyo ulit yung sagot nyo ay sa intermediate pad. Kahit kadugtong na lang ng mission 1. And then, mission 3. Mission 3 naman, you're going to identify the infinitive and tell how it is used in each sentence. So, parang ganun din sa mission 1. Again, saan isusulat ang sagot sa papel. Tapos i-attach sa learning guide. So, next one. Pwedeng habang sinasagutan nyo ay pwede nyo namang i-pause para mabalikan nyo yung ibang lessons just in case na may nalilito kayo or gusto nyo i-replay. Next one. Let's discuss about the participles. So, as a verbal, the participle is a verb form used as an adjective. So, meron tayong present participle, past participle, participial phrase, dangling participle, common participle expressions, nominative, absolute. So, meron tayong mga ganong kinds ng participle. But, let's just discuss only a few para hindi kayo malito. The first one, the present participle ends in ing. Ito yung mga nagtatapos sa ing. Halimbawa ay ito. Exciting story, disappointing news, and falling leaves. So, itong mga adjective na to ay nag-e-end siya sa ing. So, ang tawag dito ay ginagamit to sa mga present participle ng mga sentences. So, next one, the past participles of regular verbs are formed by adding d or ed to the present tense of the verb. So, ito yung nag-a-add tayo ng d or ed sa mga verb. For example, itong mark, magiging marked, may ed. Then marked, identify, identified, identified. Marked, marked items, identified, identified objects. So, ang example dito is, only those marked items are for sale. So, ito yung past participle dito sa sentence natin. Marked items. Yung may underline. Next one. The past participles of some irregular verbs, yung mga irregular verbs, minsan, ang past participle nila are same as their past tense form. Kung ano yung past tense form nila, minsan ay same lang sila. For example, steal, stole, giging, stolen. Then build, built, built. Stole, stolen, identity. So, ito yung mga, ang example ng sentence, the man is on the run because of his stolen identity. So, this is the past participle in the sentence. Stolen identity. So yung next one is the past participles of some irregular verbs change their forms or spelling. So nagbabago naman yung form o kaya ay yung spelling. For example, dito yung fall. Fell ang past tense niya. Tapos kapag ginamit mo siya as a participle, magiging fallen. Break, broke ang past participle, pero kapag ginamit mo siya as the past participle sa isang sentence, magiging broken na siya. So, ang example dito is, she was able to step on the broken glass. So, ang past participle dito ay yung broken, ay nagbago na yung form niya. So, kasi 'di ba ang past tense niya is broke, pero as a participle dito sa sentence, naging broken na yung word na broke. So, yun lang. Hindi na natin i-discuss yung participial phrase, dangling participle, and participle expressions, at saka nominative absolute. But for your mission 4, what you're going to do is you're going to write on your pad the participles in the sentences. Dun sa 1 to 4. I-identify nyo lang kung alin dun yung participle. Dun sulat nyo sa papel nyo yung answer nyo. And then sa mission 5 naman, is you're going to write an appropriate noun to be modified nung bawat participle and use the phrase in a sentence. So, may example naman doon sa page 7, itong number 5. And then, sa 1 to 7 to 8, page 7 to 8, ang gagawin nyo is you're just going to use the words or the phrases in a sentence. Next one, gerund. When we say gerund, these are the verb forms ending in ing. So, ito yung may verb plus ing na ginagamit siya bilang noun. It is identical to the present participle. Di ba kanina sa present participle, meron din siyang ing. Identical siya sa form, but they do differ in function. So, sa function lang sila nagkakaiba. For example, ang example nito as subject of the sentence. So, dito yung gerund ay bilang subject sa sentence. For example, reading is a very productive hobby. So, ang subject dito ay reading at itong subject na to ay isa siyang gerund. Kasi ang verb dito ay read. We have the verb read plus the ing, so reading. So, dito sa sentence na to, nagsilbi siya or nag-function siya as a subject. Next one. Ang function naman dito ng gerund ay bilang subject complement or a predicate noun. Pwede siyang subject complement or predicate siya ng noun. Example is, studying is searching for the unknown. So, ang medyo nandito is yung searching for the unknown. Kasi itong studying na to, nagsilbi naman siyang, what do you call this? Subject dito sa sentence. Tapos, ang subject complement niya or predicate niya is itong searching for the unknown. So, ito naman yung function dito ng gerund, yung searching for the unknown as a subjective complement siya or a predicate noun. So, next one, pwede rin siyang mag-function as a direct object. Ang example naman nito is, my sister Lucia dislikes eating sweets. So, dito sa Sister Lucia, ano yung dinadislike niya? Eating sweets. So, yun yung direct object dito sa sentence. And eating, it is an example of gerund. Next one, we have object of the preposition. Kapag naman as an object of the preposition siya, ito yung example. He was reprimanded for writing on the classroom wall. So, ito yung writing. Naging object siya ng, ang role niya dito or ang function niya is an object of the preposition. Next, last na to sa gerund. It can also function as a subject appositive. Ito yung tinutukoy. Ang example nito ay, ito, my mother's passion, painting, makes her happy. Ito yung pinakamadaling ma-identify sa sentence. Or pwede siyang pinaka ma-identify na gerund. Kasi, madalas ito ay kung ano yung tinutukoy. Parang subject appositive siya. So, my mother's passion. Ano ba yung passion? Painting. Ayun. Ano yung nagagawa ng painting? Makes her happy and fulfilled. So, ito yung example ng subject appositive. Sa mission 9 naman, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan is you're going to identify whether yung verb ay as a gerund ba siya, yung mga may ing. Yung ing verb ay part ba siya ng verb, as in verb lang, or part siya ng gerund, or nagpa-function ba siya as a participle dun sa sentence. So, kung verb, as in verb lang, edi V ang ilalagay nyo, ang sasagot nyo. Kung gerund lang, G. Kung as a participle naman, edi P. So, 1 to 5 yun. Nasa page 10. And then, sa mission 10 naman, pages 10 to 11, what you're going to do is you're going to write kung ano yung gerund dun sa bawat sentence at i-identify nyo kung ano yung use. So, ilalagay nyo yung, again, ilalagay nyo muna yung gerund, and then kung ano ba yung function niya. Kung dun ba siya sa A, magbe-base kayo dun sa 9 to 10 sa stock. A, kung subject siya of the as subject of the sentence. B, kung as complement of a sentence. C, kapag direct object. D, kung as object of a preposition. And E, kung as a appositive siya dun sa sentence. Again, ira-write nyo muna yung gerund. Then, i-identify nyo siya kung saan ba kabilang yung gerund yun. Sa A ba? Sa B? Sa C? Sa D? Or sa E? So, yun yung gagawin nyo sa mission 10. So, that's all for today. If you do have any questions, feel free to message me from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. weekday.